Hey everybody, it's Mr. McLaughlin. You already know things are going to be a little bit different this year, so here I am at my house, and I thought I would give you guys a little peek into some of the things that made me want to become a game designer when I was growing up. So yeah, this stuff is mostly from the 80s and 90s, but it's the kind of stuff that made me really passionate about games, and it's a big part of why I'm here now. But the real reason I'm here is to try to give you guys an idea of how game design is going to work for the next 9 weeks. So let's jump in and take a look. Once again this year, we'll be working in the Unity game engine, which is enormous and can make just about any type of game you can imagine. It could be a 3D game or a 2D game, first-person, third-person, driving games, card games, sport games, you name it, Unity can make it. But I'm going to stop talking and let this demo reel show you what I mean. We will also be spending a lot of time learning more advanced modeling techniques in Maya this year. Both Unity and Maya are huge programs with a lot to learn, so be prepared to stay focused and work hard. The big goal this year is to use Unity to create an environment that will replicate the surface of Mars, and Maya to create 3D models for things that we could take to Mars, like rovers, habitats, landing modules, seismic sensors, you name it. So how are we going to go from a brand new empty Unity project to the surface of Mars with landers and habitats? Well, let's break it down by taking a look at our grid. Level 1 will mostly be review of how we do things in Unity, like creating terrain, painting it, importing assets, and manipulating objects. At Level 2, we'll start with a review of Maya, and then go into learning some new tips and tricks, as well as painting UVs in Photoshop. At Level 3, you'll start to come up with an idea for what you're going to spend a lot of time actually modeling in Maya. You'll create some concept art, import it, learn even more tricks in Maya to try to make it as realistic and detailed as possible. Level 4 will mostly consist of time for you to fine-tune and develop your model, and also make sure that we get it imported into your game in Unity. Once you've completed Level 4, you'll be on to Level 5, where you'll really get a chance to experiment and try to do whatever you want instead of Unity and Maya. Keep in mind, you can find this grid in the Introduction folder in your course in Schoology. In that same folder, you'll also find the syllabus for this course, which you're going to take a quick look at right now. So we've already talked a bit about our big goal, but keep in mind there's a second goal, which is to look inward and really discover which parts of game design speak to you and how they can be helpful to you in the near future. This year you'll be learning how to create 3D models, design levels, and use C# code. When it comes to grading, everything from major projects to your journal assignments and your day-to-day participation are really important, so be sure to show up every day and bring your best. Looking at academic integrity, while the internet is a great resource and it's fine to look up references and ideas, you shouldn't be straight up stealing anything. And keep in mind, it's just as easy for me to find it as you, so it'll be pretty easy for me to figure out. Now, your regular coursework is going to be a little bit different this year. I won't be there to help you out in person. I've tried to design it so that whatever I assign, you should be able to get done in about an hour, but if you really want it to be great, or if you just feel like you need a little bit more time than that, please don't be afraid to keep on working and put in that extra time. I know very well that being a professional from home is a little bit different and can be challenging, but you need to make sure that every day that game design is on your schedule, that you are checking Schoology, watching the videos, and following all the content that's included. Please be respectful in the discussion boards, give everything your all, and just generally be responsible. If you do all of those things, you'll probably be looking at a great grade this semester. Alright, I'm done talking at you. Just remember, if you need to see any of these documents, they're right there in your introduction folder in Schoology.